Hi and welcome to Life on the Lounge. We're here to talk about many different things. Today we've got Tess and we're going to talk endometriosis and how it affects Tess really. So we'll get into it and then you can...
and other women. And other women.
Yeah, and other women. Organ that's malfunctioning, I suppose, to put it in layman's terms, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
It's 1 in 10 Australian women suffer. We've got, I'm reading the facts for you folks, 176 million sufferers worldwide. 176 million sufferers worldwide. That's big numbers actually when you think about it.
Yet I know no one that has it around me.
And you listen to these statistics going, wow, right? But when you look at it, it's 1 in 10 in Australia.
Yeah.
But that's still a pretty high statistic, I reckon.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's genetic. It is genetic. Like my mum had it.
Wow.
She never told me about it. God bless her. And then surprise, you've got it.
Oh.
So yeah,
Wow.
not the funnest thing, because when you find out something like that, you automatically go to Dr. Google.
Oh.
You're like, okay, I've got 24 hours to live. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I've got a disease. You know, all that.
And
kind
I called
of stuff.
it a disease, my
No,
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I didn't mean that. I suppose, but we better explain what is it.
What is it? It's something that I wish I didn't have.
Right.
Oh man, I didn't think I'd get emotional about it.
No, that's okay. Well, it is. I mean, I'm thanking you for coming in to talk openly to us about it. My understanding is you shed lining on the outside of your womb as much as you do on the inside. Is that right?
Yeah. It's like it never came into play until, like, I never knew I had it until I'd started PT, you know, after pregnancy, and I had a C-section and all that. And I was with my PT. She's amazing. Just put promo out there for her.
Oh, yeah, why
Thanks, Francine.
Watch the space.
And she made me do crunches, because I was going every day. And I was doing crunches and I did it for about a week straight, and I was like, I'm getting really, really sore in my left hand side of where my Caesar was. And it started to get so painful to the point where I'd have to say to her, you know, I need to go home, I need to go home, I need to get this checked out. And it was like someone was stabbing you. Like,
wow.
It was such a quick...
Intense.
As soon as I went up, I was like, nah, I'm done, I'm going to a doctor. You know, I don't think I really knew the severity of it.
No.
And it because of doing those crunches, it started swelling, and I had like a lump, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got cancer, I've got this, I've got that.
You're Googling.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Stop Googling, you know, just worst case scenarios, because when you got anxiety, things that are here are like up here.
Yeah.
They run off with your mind, all of that. And went to the doctor. Am I rambling?
No, you're right. No,
I can just keep going.
I want this
and
to be shared. This is the idea of this. We need to share this stuff. There's people that have 1 in 10 are like you, and you don't know anyone else. So do you get what I mean? This is why we're doing this.
Yeah.
So ramble if that's what you feel you're doing, because we're enjoying it. In the sense that we're learning something.
Yeah. It wasn't fun. I didn't know anyone that had it, because after the doctor, he told me, you know, he referred me to a specialist, all this kind of stuff. Then he told me I had endometriosis, like he confirmed it. And I literally put on Facebook everywhere and like texted everyone and was like, does anyone have this? Do I have anyone that I can talk to about this? Because I don't know what's going on. And, you know, I got a few messages back, but no, there wasn't really any support except for my partner and my mum and, you know, family.
How has this affected interactions? Can I ask this very openly because I'm open.
Sorry, Mum.
Sorry everyone. The sex side.
Yeah.
Did it impact on the intimacy in that level between you? Yeah.
It was probably the most painful thing ever. Like after I did the crunches and all that, started swelling. I couldn't do it. Like I was like.
Were you even functioning in day to day?
Yeah, it depended what I was doing. Like if I had to bend over to get stuff out of the dishwasher, it would like quick pain and then it would stop, you know, go to sit down or get up, you know, quick pain. But yes, it did affect the sex life. I remember one night I was just absolutely in pain and I was like bleeding and it was not fun. And then I went to the doctor and he said, that's because of the endometriosis, so you're gonna have to be a nun for a month or so. And I was like, oh man, is my partner gonna leave me? Is this you know?
Well that would be normal,
but
wouldn't it?
It's anxiety. That's just my anxiety playing up, you know.
I don't think it's just your anxiety. I think you got to look at, that's the big thing. Can I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 26.
You're 26?
December. I forgot my own birthday.
Yeah, that's alright. It's coming round. 26. See, that's young. You're still in your baby making years.
Yeah.
So to get to the point where you can't be intimate with your partner, because I remember 26 and I can tell you now, sorry everybody, I was like a rabbit. So, hey, young, wild and free. Actually, no, yes, was still, yes. You know, I can't fathom being 26 and remembering what I was like at 26. To be told that you can't do what you naturally want to do at 26 because you're in so much pain and bleeding, like that's young to be. So what happens now with you? Like what happens with this? What have they done to help with this?
I think they did what it's called. I can never remember the name. Laparoscopy.
Laparoscopy. Yeah, laparoscopy.
I can't even pronounce. So I'm literally covered in scars. Like they went through my belly button, they went through my side, they went through here, and apparently I was supposed to stay in overnight. And because he literally said to me, I pretty much gave you half a C-section, you know, because it was so deep and so connected to everything and all of that, so you shouldn't have gone home. But I just went home and I was high on drugs, so I was like,
yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Thank you, brother. Amen. I'm going home to the chickie bow meow. Catch you later.
Pretty much. But I remember after surgery, this nurse was like trying to shake me awake and I was still under. But I was like awake, but I couldn't open my eyes. And she was like, oh, if you don't wake up, we're going to have to keep you in overnight. And I was like, yep, I'm awake. I'm putting my clothes on, all of this. And just toddled out, you know. But he got all of it. He was really happy with it. But they're saying that I could have, what's called, it starts with an A, and it's like endometriosis, but it's like atriosis or something like that, where I've got like a...
Google the shit out of that,
yeah,
folks,
Google it.
I don't know.
I've got like a lumpy womb or something. There's like white spots on my womb. So they're thinking about doing a full take everything
Hysterectomy.
out. Yeah.
At 26?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, here's some questions. I've got to ask this.
Yeah.
You have children?
Yes, I've got one.
Would you like more?
No.
Yeah? You good with one?
I'm good with one. I'm good with one. I love him so much. I do. I love him so much. But one is enough for me.
Yeah?
He's in terrible twos and I'm like, I can't go through
so
this shit.
So you're like,
and,
take it.
Yeah, take it.
Kumbaya.
Yeah, do biopsies on it, send it to schools, whatever.
Yeah, I'm good. See you later. Do you know how much money you'll save a month on that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember when I had mine.
I will be so happy.
Oh, you will. I remember when I had mine, it was like, you went in for an interview with the psych and they're like, you know, what if you want another child? I'm like, I've got 3, mate. Look at me. Do I look like I'm coping with 3?
Well, they got to ask that. They got to ask that out of
do.
courtcy. And
I know. But it's like I already knew I wanted it gone. So that's a good thing. But what if you did want to extend your family? Like,
I've always wanted, when I was little, I always wanted a big family because I've never really had a big family because that side of my family are full of really bad people. So we've never been with them. Like, I've got a very colourful family.
I'm feeling your sister. Cheers to the
family. So now that I've had him, my pregnancy was very, very traumatic. It was very traumatic. I had preeclampsia. I was told I would die. All this kind of stuff.
Wow. That's pretty heavy duty stuff.
Well, imagine being in a hospital bed and a doctor coming up to you and saying, we're going to have to get you to write a will just in case.
Wow.
And I was like,
I hate to say we know someone who lost their child through the same thing, and it was a life or death situation for both. So that's serious
he was
stuff.
And she's young too, actually. He was an emergency Caesar. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So do you feel like your womb's let you down? Do you feel like your womb has let you down, or are you sweet with the fact she wants to clap out at 26 and move on?
No, it's going to sound so corny, but it makes you feel a bit less of a woman.
Okay, I want to put it to you this way, from one hysterectomy to the potential next.
Oh, I didn't mean that in offence to you.
No.
That's just how I feel.
I want to help you get your head around it.
Yeah.
It means you can play more and there'll be nothing in the playpen.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I get you.
But I get where you're coming from. I mean, because you're young, I think that would be, I'm an older woman, so it's easier to say that. But thinking back at 26, I don't understand.
This is, you know, what man would want me that can't have kids. So I'm very lucky that my partner is okay with one child. Yeah. You know, just in my situation, you know. So that was always, because as I said, anxiety just takes me away. It was, is my partner going to leave me? You know, does he want more kids? He might change his mind, because at the moment he says he doesn't want kids because my 2-year-old's in terrible twos, and we're like, fuck everything.
I think, I assume that you have had deep discussions about all this.
Yeah. He's happy with one. He's like, I don't want any more if they're going to be like this.
Let's just do the one.
Like tantrums in Big W, you know, no.
Hey, did you ever turn around and just join him?
No, I thought about it because I saw that ad ages ago. Have you seen that ad?
I've done it.
Oh, really? Actually, I can see you doing that.
I have done it.
I can see you doing that.
We will be doing a segment on parenting, and I can tell you now, you will get some great ideas. No more slamming of the doors, all sorts of wonderful stuff. And I'll even tell you how to sex educate them little buggers. But anyway.
I will definitely be watching that. I would love to watch.
Well, you're going to be here holding up the pictures.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mum.
She's my co-host.
I'm Christian.
Yeah, and we're doing the right thing and educating the children.
Yes, true.
But seriously, are you still deciding? Is it an option you still have as a thing for the hysterectomy, or is that...
I don't have an option.
Right,
Like,
okay.
I do not have an option. It's... This is like really... what's the word? Really raw, really personal, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With endometriosis and my womb and all that kind of stuff, it causes flooding. So
Right.
when you have your periods, they are
Extreme.
floodgates,
Yeah, no.
to put
I've
it
heard.
nicely.
Wow.
Like to the point where I thought about, you know, maybe I should get like maternity pads or something like
Wow.
that, because in the mornings I would literally have to sprint to the bathroom. By the time I got to the bathroom, there was just blood
Wow,
everywhere.
that's
Like,
a lot.
it looked like someone had
Amazing.
been murdered. Like, it was absolutely terrible. Since I got the endometriosis removed, they have lightened up a bit,
Right.
which is great. My hormones have somewhat calmed down, so I'm on
Right.
less medications.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
no,
fucking
that's
crazy.
good. Yeah.
But it has helped quite a bit. But I need to get the hysterectomy.
Be the pain free would be the big thing for you. How long has it been since you've been pain free? Like,
Not in a long time. It only
wow.
it only started after I had my C-section, and
So how many years has that been?
about three and a half years. 3 years. Sorry.
Of
But-
not being pain free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still got pain. Still got all that, but it's not as
Intense.
yeah, since I got the surgery. So that was the intense pain before I got the surgery. That was unbearable. It was terrible. After I got
So
the surgery.
we use a scale as in the nursing industry. 1 means
Before
0
surgery?
and 10 means worse.
Before surgery,
Mhm.
doing those crunches.
Yeah.
Thanks, Francine. It was about an 8.
Wow.
8.5.
Right. We
Yeah.
do pain relief, like.
I was
Preventative
popping
pain.
Panadol like there
Oh,
was
that
no
would have done
tomorrow.
nothing for you,
Nah.
actually, to be honest.
Nah. Oh, kitty.
Yeah, he's Bruce.
And then after surgery, it's like 4 or 5, you know. So
But
it's not-
I just look at, there's no 0 or 1 there. And you're 26.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's sad in many ways. But you know what? I think you're doing really great. I'm looking at you, and no one would think that you're going through. That's pretty big stuff for your age. You know, I'm just, and to know that you're still sitting here, you couldn't tell that you've got a 4 in pain.
Yeah.
So kudos to you, girlfriend. No, that's. I hope with this hysterectomy you become pain free.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. So I suppose what I
Hopefully.
want to ask, was there any other signs and symptoms besides that severe pain that started with the crunches? Like, did your period change? Did you?
This is like
I'm gonna eat, folks.
this is the beginning, the whole beginning of it.
Mhm.
My endometriosis, I always had it, but it was brought on by trauma to my C-section.
Mhm.
Now, I won't name the hospital,
Mhm.
just
Yeah,
leave
no.
that out of it.
Legal reasons.
Yes. Don't sue me. I was maybe 4 hours out of giving birth, out of surgery, and I can't swallow tablets. I have to chew them or let them dissolve or whatever. It's like a childhood thing. And since then I can't swallow tablets.
Oh, we know how to freak you out then for Halloween. Here, have it.
So, I was 4 hours from having the C-section, and I was just in so much pain. Like, C-sections are the worst. If you have an option to give birth naturally, do it. recommend that 100% because C-sections, they stick around. They're terrible.
Yeah, they do.
And I never researched a C-section, so I just thought, yeah, that's an easy option, you know, yeah, emergency.
No, you got to stand upright and shuffle.
It was terrible. And Levi was in a little bed at the end, and I didn't realise, I'm such an idiot, I didn't realise that they cut through your stomach muscle to get your baby.
Yeah.
I'm
so
such
you're like,
an
I'm just
idiot.
Get out of bed.
I'm such an idiot.
No, you're not.
And, you know, I'm trying to get up and the morphine's wearing off, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yes.
He started crying, and I told Jake to go home to have a sleep because he'd been up for like, I had a 5-day labour.
Wow.
5 days of them poking, prodding me, trying to get him out naturally, all that kind of stuff.
Get out of here.
Like,
wow.
I had, it's a bit,
graphic?
yeah.
Sorry, family.
I had so many hands up me, it was like a bloody lucky dip.
Wow.
Like, so many doctors were examining me, and I had like a mental breakdown. And this is like a side note, like my partner walked out, and the doctor goes, oh, she's a bit of a sook, isn't she? And he just went off, and I was like, I've just had 17 doctors examine me, blah, 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 you know, what do you think
How
I'm
do you
going to be
feel with
like?
having pairs of hands hanging around you for JJ, mate?
The doctors didn't have small hands either,
Oh,
so,
no, they don't. No, they
so
don't.
of
Wow.
course I'm going to have a mental breakdown, like, oh my gosh, but
That's
anyway.
a lot of doctors getting to check if a baby's head is coming.
Well, they were trying to see how dilated I was, this, that, you know.
Because all the dramas that were happening.
I had a whole heap of med students come in, and my legs are up, and they are just
Hey, how you going?
seeing what I had for breakfast, you know? Like, oh my gosh.
How you going in there? Yes, it looks really great.
Yeah,
Good
I
to
know.
see that you're alive, but hey, look at that. Isn't that
least-
wonderful?
At least I was waxed, and, you know, I was prepared
Waxed
and all that kind of stuff. So
Hell, back in our
at
day,
least it was
we
pretty.
maybe trimmed it. That was it.
At least it was pretty, but
Oh, God, no. We were like ravaged animals back in
Oh my
our
God.
day. It was just like, who could get there? Our bellies were too big. It was you got
the
what you were
weakest of 'em.
given to work with, and that's that. Right?
but Levi was at the end of the bed in his little cot, and I'm calling for the nurses over and over and over again. They're refusing to come in because they want me to walk on my own.
Yeah.
4 hours after I've just been sliced open.
I'd say
And
they
so
do expect that.
I had to force myself up out of bed,
Mm.
and as I did it, I felt this tear in the right hand side.
Ah.
And so I get up and I look under my garments, I'm bleeding, all this kind of stuff.
Wow.
No nurses are helping me, nothing like that. I had the worst experience at this hospital. And so I picked Levi up and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I tried to sit down back on the bed, and then I felt another tear. And then I was like, I got to put him back. And so I keep buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. Then finally a nurse comes in and I say, could you please pass me my baby? I need to feed him. You know, I've just had a C-section. She grabbed him, undressed him, all this kind of stuff. And then she comes over, rips open my garment, and then grabs my tit and then tries to attach Levi. And I'm in complete shock. This is just a side story.
Yeah.
I'm in complete shock, and I'm looking at her like, did this random nurse just grab my tit and attach my child? Like, and then I got out of the
I'm a bit
shocked
flabbergasted.
phase, and I told her to fuck off.
Yeah, of course you would.
Don't touch me again. Fuck off. I've got my child.
She's saying,
I'm fine.
fuck off.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, that's what initially started it.
Wow,
But
okay.
it healed up. I wasn't feeling any pain, and then I did the crunches, and then that's
Wow.
when it all started. So
Wow.
happy times.
Wow.
And now I hate this hospital.
I wouldn't blame you. I'm sitting here going, I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse by trade.
They
so it's
were
like,
terrible. They were terrible. They were rude. They were just disgusting. They made me get out of bed, have a shower. I didn't have any painkillers.
Like,
you know.
I've got to say, we do expect you to get up and get out of bed and that, but after major surgery 4 hours later, we should be giving you something mild or something to help with the pain
Yeah,
for at least 12 hours afterwards, because you've got to get that muscle working and all the rest
yeah,
of
I
it.
get that.
But I mean, not even Panadol.
No, they gave me ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen. Oh my God, rightio.
And then some nurse dragged me out of bed and then like roughly washed me all over. It was the most humiliating thing I've ever done, but I was in so much pain that I just didn't care. I was like, yep, wash me, go for it.
Get out of
She had
here.
to dress me. She was rude. She was disgusting. She went like over my stomach with the washer and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, yeah, don't worry about me. I've just had a bloody C-section, you know. So yeah, it wasn't
It's not like it was the next day. It's like 4 hours later.
Yeah.
It's only been 4 hours, folks.
Yeah, and they were like, you know, if you don't get up, you're not going to go home. So, and I was like, well, that doesn't give me much choice, does it? You know, so you'll have to stay longer than 2 to 3 days, blah, 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 you know, like pretty much threatening me with stuff. She's some old crabby lady, you know, so yeah, it's a wonderful experience. So in regards to your question,
that's where it started back then.
the having more kids, I don't think I would want more kids after that traumatic experience.
No.
But now I'm on private health, so I could have a good experience, you know, but that's just completely
Wow, so
gone off.
okay, so the way I'm seeing this is you've got this post-op or post-cesarean because of the trauma of the way somebody conducted themselves, or people in general conducted themselves through that first experience for you, who was not expecting to have that experience in the first place and knew nothing about. They've mentally scarred you to the point that at 26 I'd rather lose my womb than have another child. Holy crap. That's pretty full on, actually.
Yeah, that's it was.
I'm very sorry that you've experienced that. I hope you nurses are taking note out in the real world here. Not that I'm the greatest nurse of all, but come on, we've got to have some basic common, like, seriously.
Like
We've got to have
manner.
some stuff happening here, like, that's what's made me sad. I feel like nursing's forgotten its basics. Like, the basics of nursing was always caring and supporting a person.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I felt like that all of the nurses there were treating all the women there like cattle. Get them in, get them out. Get them in, get them out. You know, it was just. Yeah, it was not a fun experience at all.
No. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
And that's helped you choose that because of what you got, not to pursue children further, which, like you say, you don't know if you'd have a good experience next or not. Like, yeah.
Well, they also told me that I would be higher risk and, you know, death could occur and this and that. You know, I was just told so many
because
things
because
my preeclampsia was just getting worse and worse and worse, you know.
Have they ever told you they can actually monitor that better now that they know that you haven't? So that the next time you choose to have a child, it's less likely to happen.
I never knew that.
There are some options. I'm not going to say everybody fits that bill because I'm not a doctor, but I do know that. So, okay, I've just given you a whole new option sitting here, like bang, here you go. There are ways around it. Still want no other child. I'm just curious, like, are you... Because I'm looking at, you've had a horrible experience.
Yeah.
You are looking at never having this experience again in your life. But I'm looking at, there are options out there.
Yeah. We've looked at adoption.
Right.
And we've looked at surrogacy. Because I would love for Levi to have, like, a little sister or a little brother.
So what, take an egg of yours and store it?
Yeah, if I'm able to do it. If I'm able.
Right,
So,
okay.
Yeah, we've looked at it.
This illness.
See, I couldn't qualify for it. The egg donation,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But I was told by a doctor that I wouldn't qualify for it because it runs in my family that we also have cysts on our ovaries as well.
Okay,
So,
yep.
It's just
It's
a big
not.
shitstorm.
Yeah, no.
Some women are built to have kids, you know.
Yeah,
and some people just.
But that's okay. That's okay. I'm just looking at how much this particular illness or condition or whatever word, I'm trying to work out the word for it here, has affected your life. Like it's affected many aspects, and you're young. I'm 48, right? I'm 48. I had my options. I had children. So I think listening to your story, I'm just amazed. I want to say for a young woman, you are really handling such large amounts of different things, you know, like pain, big life-changing decisions, family life, work life, mental health, yeah, the whole lot, that would all come into play, definitely. I just want to say, from you sitting here sharing today, I think you've helped other people maybe look at things within themselves, talk about it, because there's 1 in 10 women out there, and you're saying, when you heard that, and you're young, so you would have a good circle of friends around you, that no one knows someone who has this. So I'm hoping that by putting it out there, you really get some action in the sense that people start talking about it.
Yeah, I hope so.
So what do you see? I suppose my last question I want to ask about all this is, where do you see yourself with your future? Like, what are you hoping that once this hysterectomy occurs, I suppose, is the thing? Right, from what we've come to, this is all that can be done.
It's not going to happen for a while because I've had so many surgeries. So many surgeries.
So you got to just, wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm
But when it happens, where do you see yourself moving forward? Because you said earlier that it makes you feel like you'll be less of a woman because of it not being there, to a degree.
Yeah.
How does that affect you moving forward? Can you see that empowers you more, maybe? Like I said, you can have them in the play. You can play in the playpen without the extras. You know?
Naturally, I'm like a really. Naturally, I'm really hard on myself.
Right.
So things that are this little are like humongous for me. Like me getting the hysterectomy, I try and sweep it under the rug because you know, can't see it. It doesn't exist. I'm fine. I'm happy. You know, all that kind of stuff. But on the inside, I feel like I don't mean to be dramatic. I feel like I'm dying. You know.
Yeah, no, but you're allowed to feel that way. I mean, it's happening to you. Maybe by you saying that, other women can relate to that who have it, because they probably feel the same way.
Yeah. It's just coming to terms with it. Like I'm not dying, or you know, all that. But
it's just it's another option that you thought you would have, like any other natural person, and you don't have it.
Originally, I thought endometriosis was just a lump that was removed and you're done.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So originally, I wasn't afraid of all that kind of stuff. You know, after I went to the doctor, after you know researching on Dr. Google and all that, you know, and I didn't actually realise it was an actual disease. Like.
Is it a disease, an illness, or a condition? We've got to work that one out. We have people in the background, just so you know. Can we Google that stuff, please?
Yeah.
We're Googling shit.
Because all I've seen is that it's a disease and that it's this and that it's that. And I was literally having a conversation with my partner last night saying, can you catch this from me?
Yeah, because that's how I see it. In my nursing, I'm thinking a disease is something you catch. My understanding is, and from the research I've had, it's like the lining just doesn't come from the outside. They're also saying that sometimes the lining pushes itself up through the fallopian tubes and out.
It can absolutely mess you up.
Yeah.
It can be this small or it can be humongous. You know, it's just...
And the thing for me is the pain. From what I read, the pain comes from when that blood hits other organs.
Yeah.
So that's where you get that...
The endometriosis was...
scarring.
I don't know if I'm going to explain it right. That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, it's your journey, so it's your perception. So.
Yeah. What I was told is some of the pain was, like, when a woman has her period, it, you know, comes from one side and it comes out, all that kind of stuff. Mine was coming through both, and it was actually... endometriosis was causing the blood to go into the void of, like, my intestines or something like that, like the side. So I'd had it for so long that I had so much blood stored up in this void in my body, so I had to get that
removed. Yeah, that
like,
would have been the hard bit she felt. Wow.
So every single period that I had, I was just storing more and more blood. Like, I know it's so graphic.
But I'm sitting here and I think it's important you share that.
Yeah.
It's important that they understand what's going on.
I'm not a doctor. This is what I was told. So,
and
I've got the
that's what I've
scars to prove it.
Yeah, well, that's what I've researched, that it goes out into the void of our cavity and attaches, and the pain that you get is the irritability on the blood on the organs and in other areas. Like they've said they've found endometriosis in people's fingers. Wow. Yeah, and toes, because the blood has travelled that far.
Yeah.
And
I had had the blood in me for so long that it had started, like, if I had have left it, I would have gotten, like,
toxic shock syndrome.
Like, it would have festered and killed me pretty much.
Septicemia.
Something like that.
Septicemia,
Yeah, so...
Wow.
Yeah, it was just a fun time.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny how I'm talking to you, all this stuff is coming back because I've buried it so far. So it's like, the more we talk, the more I remember about stuff.
But I'm so glad that you're sharing it.
Yeah.
I
feel like a weight has been lifted, you know.
That's good.
So it's...
I'm glad you're getting something from sharing with us.
Thank you for being my therapist.
You're welcome. We'll be doing this more often.
I have an answer.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a lot of debate about whether or not endometriosis is a disease. Some people are even looking at it may be an autoimmune disease, but without a full definition, they pretty much just describe it as a disorder or chronic condition.
There we go. So, chronic condition or disorder.
That sounds better.
No, we don't want disorder. We're a bit out of order, but no.
I'd rather disorder than disease.
I say chronic condition.
Yeah.
That's better than disease, because you can't catch it as such. It's something that happens. And a disease
my partner
to me,
looked at me and laughed. He was like, "No, I'm not going to catch it from you, idiot."
But tune in for when we do the STI and STD talk.
I don't have any STDs.
No, we don't. But we're going to educate. We're going to educate the teens and the tweens with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
picture holder. All right. So it's getting hot in here, and we need to finish our food. And it's been a lovely Sunday arvo with you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And by the way, Tessa's joining us frequently on the couch. Our next little gig that we're doing, let me just pull out my notebook like a professional, is a new take on old religions. So we've sort of looked up the new meanings, or the today's meanings of pagan, witch and Wiccan, and I have a guest who was raised in a Christian household but considers herself to be one or all three of those, and we thought it's a good time with Christmas not far around the corner. How do you move forward? And we're going to speak to one person about their perspective on that whole idea. So until next time, cheers from Life in the Lounge.